Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I want to go over a topic that can be overlooked by a lot of keepers, and that would be enrichment. Unfortunately, you typically see big breeders just keeping their reptiles on paper towels and a ceramic water dish. I understand they do that for the sake of it being easy to disinfect and whatnot, but it's really not healthy for the reptile physically or psychologically. It's just not good for them to have that little enrichment and just nothing to do and just be sitting on paper towels all day. So I want to go over different forms of enrichment and why it's important and all the benefits of it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I wanted to go over is basically just what is enrichment and a few different examples of it. So pretty much what enrichment is anything you're putting in your enclosure as decoration or to set it up, such as cork bark, grapevine, regular vines, driftwood, plants, caves, rocks, ledges, even their water dish, and all the way down to things like their substrate, leaf litter, and basking lights. Another reason enrichment is important is because it encourages natural behaviors such as basking, climbing, burrowing, hunting, and with some species even swimming. Now, by providing these opportunities to act more natural for your reptile, not only is it going to be psychologically healthier, but it's also going to be better for them physically to be able to use their muscles in the way that they have adapted to be used. And another thing is if you have a lizard or something, if they're just on paper towels with, again, a ceramic water dish and you give them crickets, it's pretty easy for them to catch them. It doesn't take a lot of effort. But if they have ledges and rocks and cork bark and plants and whatnot, and then you put crickets in, they have to use a lot more of their natural behaviors and abilities in order to catch those, which not only is that, again, psychologically stimulating, but it's also going to be really good for them physically to, again, move their muscles in ways that they have adapted to be used and the way that they're built to maneuver and climb and just all the natural things they're made to do in order to catch their prey. By providing all of the enrichment, it's not only stimulating in the way that they have to climb over things or under and whatnot, but also just the different textures and feels of the items that you place in the enclosure. So when you are providing enrichment, I recommend kind of giving them a variety. You want to keep it natural to their environment, but for example, cork bark is going to have a very different texture than leaf litter, or a ledge, or rocks, or grapevine. Just all the different textures are going to be mentally stimulating to them. They're going to have to process the different things and grip differently. So all of that is going to be, again, more mentally and, again, physically stimulating. Another benefit to providing all of this enrichment is going to be that it helps them shed. So with snakes, as far as being able to just rub between things to get it off, and even down to just getting stuck shed off of the toes of lizards. If, again, you have a lizard on paper towels, that's a very soft surface and isn't really going to help. But if they're climbing over rocks or cork bark or through substrate, that's going to help get all that stuck shed off their toes and prevent it from even building up in the first place. Another really big advantage to the enrichment is just your reptile feeling more secure, which is going to help them eat more consistently. It's going to help with breeding if you're trying to breed your reptiles. They're going to do better with handling. If they're sitting in a bin that doesn't have much enrichment, or even just a regular enclosure that doesn't have much enrichment, they're going to feel very exposed and pretty much anything can just grab them whenever, and their stress levels are going to be pretty high all the time. So by providing that enrichment so that they can feel secure, they'll be a lot calmer, more relaxed, again, easier to handle. They'll eat more consistently. They'll probably breed better. So all around, enrichment is just really, really important and very beneficial. The next thing I wanted to cover is how to know how much enrichment to give your reptile. Now, because every species is different, the easiest way to figure it out is to research where your reptile is from and look at pictures of it. So if you have a bearded dragon, look at the areas in Australia that they hang out and try to replicate that. If you have a Brazilian rainbow boa, look at images of the Amazon basin that they hang out in, the forests in Brazil that they hang out in, and kind of look at all of the things that they have the ability to utilize and hide under and climb on, what their basking temperatures are, all of those things so that you can just replicate it as best you can, and that's going to be the best way to figure out how much enrichment to provide. Now I know that was kind of a short video, but I hope it helped you guys out and just kind of gave you a better idea of different forms of enrichment and how to know how much to give your reptile. So again, I hope it helped you guys out. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also check out Reptile Rave on Instagram and give me a follow there. I do appreciate it. And with that being said, we will see you in the next video.